Hey there, welcome back. Nate Woodbury here, talking about Tesla. Now, I don't want to make a video bragging that I got a Tesla. I've had a Tesla for over a year and a couple months, but I just bought another one. And the reason I'm making this video is because I bought this Tesla, the second one, as a business expense. The Tesla that I have in Utah, it's a family vehicle. When I use it for business, I keep track of the miles, but all the payments and everything, that's a personal expense. But this one is a business expense, and I'm going to rent it out on Turo. And why am I in Florida? Why would I have a car out here? Well, it's a tourist destination, of course, and I've rented a lot of vehicles out here. So I want to talk you through my thinking of why would I buy a car out here, and then why would I put it on Turo? What is that? Because I'm pretty new to Turo, but in the last several months I've been using a Turo a lot. So anyway, let's dive right in. So I've been expanding my business out here in Florida, in the Orlando area. I've got a filming studio, and every time I come out here, I need a rental vehicle. And because I love Tesla so much, I've been renting Teslas, and I've been using the Turo app. So if you're not familiar with Turo, it's kind of like Airbnb for private property owners. Well, for private car owners, you can rent your car out on Turo. So I've been renting lots of different Teslas from lots of different individual owners using that Turo app. Up until this last rental, the one that I finished using today, it's been a great experience. I'll show up to the airport. They'll tell me the location of the car, where it's parked. It's just parked in the parking garage at the airport. So I walk out of the airport into the parking garage, and they tell me, yep, it's on level 3, row G. And I go and I use the app that's already on my phone, the Tesla app, to unlock the car and give me access to it. So there's no exchange. Really, I just show up and go to the car, and I'm able to drive away. And it's so cool. So, I mean, that's another cool feature of Tesla, being able to use the app to unlock it and whatnot. This last rental that I had, the owner of the car runs it his own way, did something totally unexpected. I had to ride a shuttle out to the economy lot, which, you know, that was pretty annoying. The most annoying part about it is I wasn't told that until I arrived to the airport. I would have rented a different car. Anyway, so I took the shuttle out to the economy lot, show up in the car, there's a ticket used to leave, and there was a $260 bill. They had left this car parked in that economy lot for 25 days. So maybe this owner of the, not this car, the one that I just dropped off, because I don't need to rent one anymore, I've got my own. But perhaps that owner has a hard time renting it out. He just sat there for 25 days. So maybe I'm up for a heap of trouble. But I've got a good friend here in the Orlando area that's got a whole fleet of cars, including Teslas, on the app, and I've been renting a lot of them, and they seem to keep very busy. So we'll see how this goes. But let me tell you the math, all right? So depending on the length of my trip, when I've come out here and I've rented a car, I've spent many hundreds of dollars. Typically it's at least $1,000, $1,500, you know, depending on the length of the stay. Let's just make math easy. Let's say I spend $1,000 a month. It's been more than that. Certainly this month it's been probably triple that. Let's do the math. Let's say it's $1,000 to keep it simple, okay? So every month I'm paying $1,000 to rent a rental Tesla. And okay, now I'm thinking, what if I buy it? Okay, well now let's just keep the math easy. Let's round it up or down. Let's say I'm paying $1,000 a month. This is a performance Model Y. You can look up the stats or the purchase price on that. But let's say I'm paying $1,000 a month for a vehicle that I own. You know what? That's even better. That is better. And I'm using it for business when I'm out here, but I'm not out here all the time. You know, I live in Utah. I'm just out here for work and for business. But to have a car that I actually own and control, and that I don't have to worry about the hassle of what I just did to pick up not this car, the one that I just dropped off, the rental car that I had on this trip. Yeah, to just not worry about having to rent a car. I mean, that's pretty nice. But the fact that I'm going to put this vehicle, the one that I'm driving, on Turo and rent it out to others, and I'm going to give them all the perks. I'm going to treat them the way that I've been treated in the other vehicles. Now it can pay for itself. So imagine now I bring in $1,000 a month. I hope to bring in more than that, but let's say that from other people renting my car, I can make $1,000 a month that then pays my car payment. So now not only when I come here for work and I use a work vehicle to travel, back and forth to the filming studio and to get supplies and filming gear and everything, now I don't have to pay that $1,000 a month. And then because of the rentals, other people renting this vehicle, those rental payments cover the car payment. You see that? That's what I'm excited about. So, if it doesn't go as good as expected, it should still be better than what I've currently been doing with me renting the cars from other owners. So it looks like if I do the math, and I've tried to be somewhat conservative, like if the car's rented out half of the time, and I put in different rates, in 5 years, I should have the car paid off and should have an additional $50,000 plus, profit on top of that. So those are the details about putting it on Turo. If you want to know some details about this car, I got the performance model. It seats 5. The long range model seats 7. A friend of mine ordered his long range before I ordered this one. He's kind of disappointed that he hasn't gotten it yet. It's got the white seats. It's got a blue exterior. I love it. My other Tesla's blue. Okay, so I admit I don't really use the frunk very often, but we'll use it now. The only one difference I know between this car and the one that I bought a year ago that's in Utah is I know this car has a heated steering wheel, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of nice. Probably don't need it as much here in Florida, but in Utah that would be a nice feature. All right, I'm on the freeway. Should we try out the accelerator? I'm already going 30 miles an hour. Let me slow up. I don't want to annoy the cars back there behind me. All right. Oh yeah. Okay, the car that I rented most recently, the one that I had the bad experience on, it was not the performance model, and when you hit the accelerator, waiting for the voice to stop talking, navigation. When you hit the accelerator on the long range model, you feel it. It's fast, but it's not it's not like this thing. This thing does the 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, which if you haven't experienced that, you've got to experience it. It's you'll know that the performance Tesla is the one with the red calipers on the brakes. So you look inside the wheels and you'll see the red brake calipers. So I hope this doesn't come across as me making a video to brag that, ooh, I've got a Tesla and I've got a second one. It is very exciting, and I apologize for that side of it, the bragging side of it, if that comes across that way. But hopefully it's inspiring in that here's a way that anyone can purchase a Tesla, have it paid for, but you've got to rent it out. You've got to use it as a business, for a business purpose, right? For those of you that have watched this far in this episode, would you mind commenting about what you thought about this episode? Does it depart from what I've talked about on this channel before, or does it add? Did you enjoy it? Would you like more content like this? I'm filming in selfie mode on my phone. What do you think? What would you like to see more of? Please comment about that below, and we'll see you in the next episode.